guys, hope all is well with you. If you guys would take a quick second to like and subscribe the video. Old and new people, welcome. I just added my Cash App to my description, so if you guys want to help support the channel for new books or try-on hauls, equipment, or anything, it's in the description. Ch1. I'm going to finish the first chapter of the Strength Training Nutrition 101 by Marc Mclean. So let's get into the video. So the next part is him basically describing the 5 reasons why he thinks that 3 to 4 meals per day is ideal. So number 1, taking longer stretches between meals optimizes leptin, the master hormone, and keeps insulin sensitive. Getting down to how diet affects our body at a core level is by looking at our hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers released into the blood, which control the functioning of our brain and body. They are responsible for everything from mood and sex drive to physical performance and body composition. Leptin is a powerful hormone produced in fat cells, which is in control of other hormones in the body. Eating fewer meals optimizes leptin. Eating often, especially with the wrong kinds of foods and in large amounts, causes leptin resistance. This can lead to problems with weight, particularly around the midsection. So eating the less meals you have is going to optimize the leptin, and he's saying eating more often will cause the resistance, which is why that number 1 reason of having just 3 to 4 meals per day versus the old school way of the whole 6 to 8 meals. So if you're trying to lose fat, he says sticking with 2 to 3 meals per day with 5 to 8 hours between meals will give the body an opportunity to use stored body fat as energy. So giving that extra space between the meals is going to help you use more body fat for energy instead of it being stored versus you eating every 2 to 3 hours. And that's how I used to eat. Like I said on the first video, I was a big advocate for eating a small meal, 6 to 8 meals a day or whatever, or like 3 meals, and I probably have like a bunch of snacks in between. So let's go to reason number 2. To enjoy your food and avoid unnecessary stressing about diet. So the average person is only awake 16 hours per day. So to manage at least 6 small meals per day, you're going to have to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours every day, every week. That's exactly what I just said. I would eat like basically every 2 or 3 hours, and that was supposed to be the thing, to eat every 2 hours to keep your metabolism up. But it's actually better to go longer in between meals. 8 hours, like he said earlier, that's kind of long. I prefer like 4 to 6 hours. I feel like it's good. But anyway, this means always keeping an eye on the time to check when your next feed is. It means disturbing your work to snack in the office, eating breakfast as soon as you can after waking up, munching when you're not even hungry, and taking food on the go whenever you're out and about. Always thinking about what and when you're eating next. Don't know about you, but I'm stressed even reading all of that. How's about we relax and just enjoy 3 or 4 meals when we're actually hungry instead? Yes, exactly. I love the whole eating less because the having to prepare, the thinking about what I want to eat. No, it's just a lot more work. The less food that you have to eat, the less you have to think about and worry about how you're going to prepare it, what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it. Like, let's get over it. Number 3, to avoid constant crazy prepping. Kind of like what I just said. Like, it's the prepping for me. When I used to follow the old 6 meals per day advice, I had an entire cupboard full of Tupperware. About 93 tubs of all shapes and sizes and with countless lids that never seemed to fit. This was for all the prepped small meals I would usually make at night or sometimes in the morning. I must have wasted about 157.5 days of my life preparing my on-the-go food. The tuna pasta that I would eat mid-afternoon in between lunch and dinner, or the protein smoothie I would have between I would have between breakfast and lunch to bump up the calories and keep feeding my muscle protein. I feared that if I missed a meal, my biceps will somehow shrivel up. One word: insane. Unless you've got your own personal chef, it's a nightmare to keep up with food prepping. It really is. I barely want to do it for 3 meals, so I'm trying to think about doing it for 6. It's just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm probably like, she is so lazy. If I could just prep for the 1 meal and just like my other 2 meals would literally just be a salad already made and some fruit or a smoothie and then just one cooked meal, I would be fine with that, honestly. I don't I don't need all that. Not that serious. Number 4, to ease stress on your digestive system. I would love to hear this. It's close to home. It's a little struggle area for me. So let's read this. The length of time it takes to digest food varies from person to person. Yes, it does. And it also depends on what type of foods you're eating. In a media interview, Dr. Anton Emmanuel, consultant gastroenterologist, I'll probably mess that up, at University College Hospital in London, estimated that it takes 2 to 3 hours for a 600-calorie roast dinner to be broken down in the stomach before moving on through the small intestine, colon, and eventually being excreted around 24 hours later. Oof, 2 to 3 hours. And then out. Okay. Constantly bombarding our stomachs with food so frequently will inevitably lead to the digestive system struggling to keep up, food being backed up, and our gut health being badly affected as a result. All of this often results in common problems today, such as constipation, wind, heartburn, and gastro GERD. I'm not gonna read all of those things bad. I like how he said wind instead of just gas. Oh, wait, what? It's gonna get windy. Oh my gosh, so anyway, to the next paragraph, you guys. These health issues are warning signs from the body that is struggling in the digestion process. The struggle. A properly functioning digestive system is the foundation of good health and developing a strong, healthy body. Yet, it's often overlooked in the fitness industry. That's why chapter 8 of this book is dedicated entirely to the importance of gut health and what steps you can take to protect it. So basically, eating more is just putting more stress on your digestive system, which is another reason why just eating 3 to 4 meals per day is better. And if you want to do like the warrior diet, where it's 1 meal or 2 meals a day, even better. But I think because this book is geared towards you building muscle, you want to have that happy medium of 3 to 4 meals because it may be harder to get enough protein and carbs and everything in only 1 or 2 meals. So that will probably be ideal for someone who's really trying to build muscle and whatnot. So, but I would say if you're just really trying to lose weight, probably do 1 or 2 meals a day. And if you're trying to really just reset your digestive system as well. Number 5, spend less time on the toilet pan. We would all love that. Quite often, those people eating smaller meals will consume a considerably higher number of calories than is necessary to keep building muscle mass. Yet, more calories from good food sources combined with proper weight training does equal more muscle mass. It also equals more time in the bathroom when you overdo it so much. And life is too short to be sitting on the toilet pan, straining and wiping your ass 79 times per week. I spent 10 miserable years being a slave to my diet and falling off and on the wagon trying to stick to 6 meals per day. I hated it, but I persisted because I thought it was the only way to maintain muscle. And it's not. Well, that is reason number 5, you guys. You don't want to be on the toilet all day straining because you're trying to eat all of this food. Unnecessary. And life is too short. Spending on the toilet all day. Got other things to do. Checklist. Eating 6 or more small meals per day is not necessary for building muscle and keeping fat levels low. Meal frequency is a matter of personal preference. Taking longer stretches between meals helps optimize the master hormone, leptin, and insulin sensitivity. Eating in a normal fashion, 3 to 4 meals per day, rather than a typical bodybuilder approach, has several benefits, such as easing the strain on your digestive system and avoid constant food prepping. All right, you guys, it's the end of chapter 1. So this is the end of the video. Chapter 1 is complete. My next book, I think I'm probably going to do a book about tarot cards, about like the introduction of what the different cards mean, but I still will be doing this book as well. Like I told you guys, I'm probably going to do more than one book at a time now, just to keep it a little bit more interesting, so it's not the same book over and over again, different subjects. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of chapter 1. And yeah, you don't need to eat 80 times a day. Drink lots of water in between your 3 to 4 meals. No snacks in between. Just get your food in that time, and you'll be okay. You can go 4 or 5 hours without eating, and you'll live. You'll survive. All right, so I'm done. I'm just rambling at this point. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day.